Well, I get back on her for my critics. Got to get back in here for those. You know, they first of all, they don't watch the whole video. They can't because nobody can be that stupid. Well, I take that back. People can be that stupid, but they obviously don't watch the whole video. They get a little of this and go off in their tangent. And that's the problem with this country. For the most part, we have people that go off on tangents. Oh yeah, I mean I do sometimes, sure. Just to make a point, make you think, things like that. And the real problem is these people hate. They're haters. Say, they hate people. And it's not just people. They hate all kinds of things. And the one big thing too is they're dissatisfied with themselves. They're not what they think they should be. Of course, a lot of them, boy, they're it, man. They're the center of the universe. They try to tell themselves that, but they're the most unhappy person around. Miserable. You know, if they listen to my videos, especially this last one I put about Trump and about Biden and such, I don't wish any ill will towards Biden or Trump or anybody. Never have. Just the opposite. You know, uh, what's the kid Hunter? Hunter's got some real problems. I mean, I don't know if he's got some help and kind of straightening himself out or not, but the boy's got some problems. And God forbid something happens to him. I mean, I would not be happy. I wouldn't be like, oh, good. No, I wouldn't do that at all. I'd feel bad for the family, and I'd feel bad for him because he didn't fulfill his potential in life. He cut his potential short. And that's what a lot of these people do. They come on here and, criticize and blah, blah, because they're so much better than everybody else. And all they're doing is selling themselves short and not living up to their potential. See, we have subcultures in this world. It's not just this country, but the world. We have subcultures. And when you don't agree with someone, well, that's it. You're not in the group. You're not in the club anymore. And if you agree with them, well, you got to be as fanatical as they are. I don't believe in being fanatic on either side. Now, if you're going to be fanatical about anything, it's God, your creator. The one that gave you life. And like I tried to point out in that video too, when God does something, who are we to change it? Are we supposed to change it? Are we supposed to try to change it? I mean, I understand. He said, go around and heal the sick. He told his apostles that. He said, go around and heal the sick, and so on and so forth. And that I think that's great. Things like that happen, and then he's saying, heal them. My point in that thing is well, let's say someone dies. Well, that was God's choice, God's will, and you have the power to undo that. But you weren't supposed to undo that. Would God allow you to do it if He said, no, I did that for a reason? Or would He allow it to happen? Say, uh, because He said, He can heal. Now He had the right to raise anybody from the dead. It's He knows the future. He knows the potential of that person. He knows what that person is going to contribute or not contribute to. He has a right to do anything he wants. And we can step back and scratch your head and wonder why. I mean, that's kind of a normal thing to kind of wonder why, because we're not that smart. But to interfere with God's will, we don't have the right to do that. It's God's will. Didn't say it was our will. It was God's will. So when you run around and you hate people because of this or that or whatever, just because their last name, who they associate with, or whatever, you're the problem. You become the problem. Does that mean we should hate you too? No. God says to love the sinner and hate the sin. Then you wander around and cause trouble and strife wherever you go. That shows a lack of maturity also. Shows a lack of a lot of things, but we won't get into all that. So that's why I got on here. Because one person made a comment about, oh, you want the police to be equal with like Trump and be above the law and all that. It's like, no, that's not what I said at all. If you paid attention and watched through the thing, no. And Trump's not above the law. That's what the problem is. Some people can read. Some people can comprehend. Some people can do both. Some people can read between the lines. Some people can follow the dots and put the puzzle together. All kinds of things. But they'd rather shoot their mouth off. I think that's interesting. And I always like it, they'll make a comment and it's like, explain yourself. Just don't make a blanket statement. Explain yourself. I mean, that's why I'm back on here. I'm trying to explain myself to these people that obviously have not watched the whole video and don't understand. Like most people, they don't watch the whole video. People that watch my videos and all the way through usually can see it come full circle, and it'll make sense. And I'll explain myself. Sometimes I don't do the best job explaining myself because Some people get it and some people don't. Everybody's intelligent levels are different, and so on and so forth. So I mean, it gets complicated sometimes trying to explain yourself so people understand it, and you try to make it as simple as you can try to make it, and sometimes it doesn't always go together right, but that's what we work on. Say, so folks, you should lighten up on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Because if you actually watch the videos all the way through, you'd realize that you look like a fool. Yeah, you look like a fool. But you don't. You know, I said you should pray for Biden and Biden's family. You should pray for Trump and Trump's family. You should pray for these people, not hate them, not have any ill will towards them. I mean, man, it's a thankless job. Who'd want it? I wouldn't want a job. I wouldn't want to be in charge of nothing. I don't want to be in charge of nothing. I wouldn't want to run for office. Why? You know, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to put yourself through that? You have to have some real strong convictions on things for that. Or be very corrupt and want a lot of money. But there's not a lot of reasons why you'd want that job. Any of that, for a matter. Yeah. Why would you want to run for city council? And the problem is even your stupid little city council crap has a bunch of morons running around saying stupid stuff, not thinking things through, and it's like, oh, you you didn't agree with me. You disagree with me? Well, I'm so and so. No, that's got nothing to do with it. Okay, God's God, and He can do anything He wants. He could banish you to some place that we've never heard of or thought of or anything else. Okay, so keep that in mind. He might it might be a place that's worse than hell. He might banish you to that place. So yeah, think about that. Some stupid ass little city council people get upset about things, stupidest things, because they don't think things out clearly either. Like I said in one of my other videos, some person's grass is too tall, and they want to send somebody out and going to fine them and do all these bad things to them and this and that because their grass is too tall. Really? Over your grass? Huh? That's funny. Like I said, why don't you have a list of people that that volunteer to come out and help, churches and organizations like that. And I'm sure the city has all kinds of equipment that it'd take them probably 2 seconds to do it. I mean, come on. That's what you pay tax dollars for. And you know what? You ask the person first. You say you want to put you on a list, you want some help, and they'd probably be glad. It's like, no, so the government's helping you. They're working with you. They're not running roughshod over you. I mean, it's just like people that have stuff piled up around their houses and junk in the yard and this and that stuff. Nothing wrong with knocking on the door and asking them, I mean, is everything okay? I mean, you're in good health. I mean, you have stuff and getting complaints, and I mean, I understand you have rights and that, and it's fine, but we just want to just see what's going on here, you know. If the person's reasonable and they go outside and look around going, yeah, some of that stuff's been sitting there for years. Maybe it's time to get rid of some of it, huh? Both of you could laugh, and the city guy could say, "Hey, listen, we got big trucks, and we got guys, and we got end load, back load. We got all kinds of stuff. If you like, you pick out what you want to throw away, and we'll come up, and we'll haul it off for you. That's how you work on things. Oh, we can't do that to everyone. Well, not everybody wants the help. Some people do it themselves. Some people argue with you and want to fight with you, and you're like, well, okay. I mean, we don't really want to go down that road. I mean, a lot of people don't understand. It can actually become a health issue because you get a whole bunch of stuff piled up here, piled up there, and then all of a sudden you could have a rodent problem, snakes, and all kinds of things. And you don't want those in your house any more than the neighbors want it in their house. Especially like with snakes, you don't want little kids running around outside. So you got to think more of just yourself in a lot of situations. So that's the problem. Being self-centered, self-serving, self-made. We're none of those things. We're to serve, serve God and one another in accordance with God's laws. Anyways, you understand where I'm going with all this. You understand what I'm saying. So y'all take care.